In today's video, we are going to be going over the best Ranger build. Look at me, I look glorious. Now every build's got to have great gear, and this is what we are using. We are going to be using the Marksman Cap for an overall damage increase, which it also has the Ranger Armor bonus, which gives increased damage dealt to enemy weak points. So it gives you an overall damage buff to the bow with the Marksman Cap. So you're definitely going to want this in your build. Now I went with the B armor because it gives you more better draw, which extends the perfect draw timing window for bow. So if you don't know, that click sound when you draw the bow all the way back with a heavy attack, as soon as it clicks and you release, you get a little bit of a bonus damage, which is going to be key to our build here because we're going to be using charged attacks and they're going to be doing super potent damage. Now your trinket, you're going to want to use Nifty Needle because this just further makes your charged shot deal even more damage. And the bow we are going to be using today is Wolf Stringer, but you also can use a unique weapon in the game. The two are about the same in stats, so either one you want to use, it is up to you. But in this build, we're going to be using the Wolf Stringer. But you could also use the Weaver bow if you are not that far into the game yet. This is still going to be the same build, same loadout, same results. Now for mutations, we're obviously going to want Sharpshooter. And with Sharpshooter, fully charged bow shots gain additional critical hit chance. So you get a little bit extra critical hit chance with the charged shot. And perfectly charged bow shots deal more damage. So once you get that perfect charge, you get a little bit more damage on the end. And we're going to be using ambush just because we are going to be shooting them from afar, which deals critical hits against creatures unaware of your presence. So you're automatically guaranteed a critical hit if the creature is not aware. You just got to make sure that your threat level is not on the screen. Make sure you're not under threat or it's not going to count. Then the master for this, ambush attacks with daggers greatly increase critical hit damage. That is not going to apply to our case here. Now you're going to want to make sure that these mutations are maxed out to do the maximum amount of damage here. And then the last two mutations, you could kind of use whatever you want. I am using Natural Explorer just for a little bit more foot speed, and Cardio Fan for the extra stand boost. But you could use Fresh Defense, Spicy Safety, Mithridatism, anything you want to replace those two. Now we are going to be using Larvagna here. It is not super necessary for you to use, but it's super cheap to make and it gives you a little bit more weak point damage. So when you're like shooting them in the eyes and stuff, you're just going to do that much more damage to them. But to get a little bit more extra damage, we're going to go ahead and pop us a Liquid Rage here. So let's go ahead and look at our stats. We have 74 attack power. That is absolutely insane. Got a 20% critical hit chance on 170% multiplier. Now this is the highest attack I've seen, and we could bring it higher if we just drink a Liquid Rage real quick, gobble that up, and now we are sitting at 82 attack power. Absolutely huge damage build. Now the key to this build is going to be shooting from a distance. That is why it's called the Ranger build, obviously. But as long as you have some candy arrows with you, you can almost take out anything in the park here with one shot. It is pretty close to a one-shot kill for almost anything. You just have to pay attention to what creatures' weaknesses are and shoot accordingly. Now let's go ahead and test this out on the Ladybug here. So Ladybug is weak against Fresh, so we're gonna switch our arrows to Fresh here, get a little ambush damage. Bam! Over half of her health gone. 2 arrows, 3 arrows, and the Ladybug is dead. That is so incredibly powerful. And obviously you don't need the candy arrows if you don't want to use them, or if it seems like it's a bit too much to make it out of the resources and stuff. You could just use feather arrows. It's gonna take a couple more shots than the candy arrows, but it still works. Got a couple larvas over here. We could just hit them with the feather arrow. It's just gonna take one shot. And bam, gone. Larvas are always one shot with this build. They're so easy to kill. Got a Bombarder over here, which is weak against Fresh. So we're going to switch to the Mint Arrow here. Get the little ambush. And his weak spot in his butt. Oh, look at that. Almost killed him in one shot. And he's dead, just like that. Super powerful build, especially early game, because you could cheese a whole bunch of these creatures, stand up high, and just rain arrows down from above, and kill basically anything you want to kill. Just to show the difference between the arrows, I'm going to use a feather arrow on the ladybug here. We're not going to use the fresh advantage. No, don't you hit me. Now it's going to take, obviously, quite a bit more arrows here. Just get that eye shot so we get that extra critical. Bam. Don't think so. And... oh, one more. And she's dead. So yeah, quite a bit more arrows. About 5, 6 arrows to take her down. And then about 3 with the mint. So very important to use candy arrows for sure. Oh, this one is weak against fresh, so we're going to switch to some mint arrows. Oh, look at that. Almost took you down in one hit. 2 shots. And the stink bug's down. Can't get much more powerful than this. Now, if you want to take out these snails, super easy. You just shoot it in the eye. You can just use the feather arrow. 1 shot, and he is done. Super, super efficient. And we got another bombarder up here. Get our mint arrow out, and then surprise! And dead. 2 hits, just like that. Now we got the little spider over here. His weakness is spicy, so switch it to spicy. Get our ambush attack, and bam! Half of his life is gone, just like that. Now he got a hit on us. That is perfectly fine. And we're stuck in a web. And he's dead, just like that. Just a few attacks, that's all it takes. And we got a little junior down here. Let's go ahead and take him out. Why are we in third person? I have no idea. And it's just gonna be like 2 shots per spider here. And this is just super powerful. And here we have the mantis, which is weak against fresh, but its weak point is also stabbing against its eyes. So you know what? We are gonna switch to feather arrow, only because feather arrow, it has stabbing damage, which we could use it on the mantis's eye. And bango! Look at that, we did quite a bit of damage. Now we just switch to fresh, so we could do the rest of the damage we need to do. Don't you do it. Then we just kind of kite it back, keep shooting it in the face, right in the eyes. Just keep kiting it back. Oh, and it's dead. Just a couple shots. What was that, like 4 shots? And the mantis is obliterated. And if you just keep on your liquid rage, this is even a stronger build. Like, absolutely almost 1-shot-ish with the bow with most creatures. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to smash that like button because it highly helps me out. Excuse me, larvas. Subscribe to see some more larva extinction, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!